Joining us now, Nick Cheeley, wide receiver, junior with Eastern Guilford Wildcats. Nick, you have become the go-to man for your quarterback, Dominique Graves. Nick, been knowing you for a long, long time. Remember when you played flag football at the Ragsdale YMCA? My son and I, we used to play against you, and now you guys are on the same team. Nick, welcome to GreensboroSports.com Football in Focus Show.
Glad to be here.
Nick, let me ask you this question. You come from a father that was Alamance County All-American. Alamance County went on to play college ball, end up playing in A&T where I met him at. How much of your dad do you see in you in your game?
I see a lot. I see the willingness to fight no matter how hard the competition or the situation I'm in. Because knowing him, if I let anybody down, he coming for me. He don't come for nobody else.
That sounds like the Daryl Sheila I know, and Kim and Dominique can agree. Nick, let me ask you this. The wide receiver, there's a passing tree from 1 to 9, and you have to know that passing tree by heart. As being a high school coach, one of the things that we used to teach our guys was you cannot, the way you run a route is going to be everything, your form of running a route. Tell me, how important is running the route to you?
To me, it's really important because my freshman year, I didn't really pay attention to all that little details. But when I started watching Huddle for the first time, I seen people making all these nice cuts, and my footwork wasn't like that. It was basically how basketball players' footwork would be. Like, it's different. So I had to work on that during the summer. I got back, and now it's a big improvement.
And Nick, for me, the skinny post was my favorite route as a wide receiver. What is your favorite route? What is your favorite pass play on the tree, passing tree? What would be that?
My favorite route is what we call two. It's like a double move. First, it's like a post corner.
Go post corner route, and that's a great route to run. And I know that's one that Dominique Graves, that's one we taught Dominique back over when he played with us with Pop Warner. Nick, what makes football fun to you?
Just growing up around it and playing it since I was like 4. Like, I always knew I was the youngest one, but I still had a big heart to play that game. And it just always interests me. I always love watching it, playing it, even on video games.
And Nick, I didn't ask you Graves boys, but let me ask you this. Who is one of your favorite NFL players and why?
Favorite NFL players? I have to say Deion Sanders. Because he can play both sides of the ball. And he has that attitude, like, if you mess with me, I'm going to get you back no matter what.
Deion Sanders, prime time. He was one that invented Showtime for defensive backs. So yes, that would be one that everybody would love. I'll give you a thumbs up on that one, Nick, with Deion Sanders, prime time. Your goals in the 2017 season, as we talked with Kendall and Dominique as well. Last year, you guys came up a quarter short. And the reason why I say a quarter short, because within that quarter, the team outscored more points than you within that particular quarter, and you wasn't able to score. What is your goal to win it this year?
My goal is to do anything to help the team to get back in that situation, and knowing that we already been there is to, like, stay in our comfort zone and not come out of it and show no mercy to anybody who's in there.
And that's a great goal to have. One of your goals to get to college and play football in college, and what would be your goals when you get to college?
My goal when I get to college is just to perform on the field and off, in the classroom, out the classroom, wherever I am. And you don't know who's watching you, but after all that is done, I just like to stay around sports in general.
And just like I said to the Grays, I can certainly see you coming back and giving back, even on a coaching level, athletic director level, or being a part of sports in general in this area or any area that you choose. Goes beyond the life of football. When the Friday night lights is out, the Saturday lights are out, or the Sunday lights is out, what would be the life for Nick Cheeley beyond football?
The life for me will be providing for my family, from like my mom all the way down to my family. Cause growing up, I always been the one to look to, cause I'm the only boy. They rely on me, even if they get hurt or in some type of trouble, they look to me to sort something out. Cause nothing really gets under my skin. I don't show it, and I know a lot of ways to work things out.
And that's good, Nick. That's totally different than you and Daryl, day and night. I'll tell you that. And that's a good way to be. That's a great way to be, and to not to take everything personal, and to be able to enjoy it. And that's good. I'm glad to hear you say that. The biggest play of your football career to this date. Go on and say it.
The first 11 seconds of the championship game, my quarterback, Dominique Gray, threw me an 80-yard pass on the first play.
And Nick, on that play, when people don't understand as a wide receiver, in your mind when you are so open or have that coverage and the ball is coming, what some things run through your mind? I know through my mind was, okay, I can't drop the ball, man. And to talk about that moment.
In my head, I was like, I see it coming, I see it coming. I better not drop it.
Right.
I better not. And I see it come in my hand. My second thought was, take off. Don't let nobody catch you. It's on and popping now.
And how did that when you crossed that end zone and the referee put up his hands, what was that feeling like, Nick?
Honestly, I can't even tell you that, because I was so shocked it happened first, like that soon. I knew we was prepared, but looking at that play over and over again, I feel like we were too prepared, because that happened too quick.
And that's a great moment for you. For you, your roommate, who would be a good college roommate? Who would you choose? Tom Brady, Odell Beckham Jr., or Cam Newton?
I had to say Odell, because he's in the same field as me. I can get some tips from him. I can show him what I know, even though it wouldn't be that helpful, because you can't tell him nothing.
Right. So with Odell Beckham, he hurt his ankle, and do you watch? What receivers do you watch in college that you want to play like that receiver on Friday? Would it be Odell Beckham?
Nah, not really. But most people wouldn't know this person. His name is Isaiah McKenzie from Georgia.
Isaiah McKenzie from Georgia, that's right. All right. The most money you ever spent on a fast food restaurant?
And I have to say like 25.
All right, 25. And let us go ahead and get your favorite food that you have to eat 24/7. One, Dominique Gray's with chicken, Kendall Gray's with shrimp, with ranch. What would Nick Cheeley's be?
I had to say macaroni and cheese.
All right. Don Moore, one of Don Moore used to be Don's favorites. Yeah. So macaroni and cheese, I would certainly give you thumbs up on that. Southern boy myself, I love good macaroni and cheese. Chris Walzer, mac and cheese, all right. So you have a mac and cheese group tonight. We can see if we get some, all right? Which coach on your team still have game that you would see that still have game?
Well, if he's feeling well and won't hurt nothing while he's doing it, I say Coach Jones. Because, he got that little wiggle with it.
Coach Jones is offensive coordinator, and Dominique's quarterback coach, wide receiver coach as well. And Coach Jones also the baseball coach, so Coach Jones still have it.
Yeah.
I know his little son still have it. He have all the energy in the world.
You won't believe it.
If you could select someone to have dinner with you and your family from the past or present, who would that be and why?
I have to say my Aunt Shirley, cause I didn't go see her that much that I was supposed to. It hit me real hard. We was in basketball season. I just couldn't get over it for about 2 weeks.
Wow. Then just like the grades, a family member, and that's good. The last sprint of the day, your team is running hard. Who will finish first?
I say Dominique Graves, but I know I give him a challenge sometimes when I feel like it.
Right. So Dominique will be the one that will finish first. The nicest person on your team?
The nicest person has to go to Josh Hayward, because he always there to say the right thing when you're down, upset, mad. And when he sees something wrong, he doesn't be the first one to instigate. He be the first one to try to break it up.
Wherever there's a nice, it's got to have to be the meanest person on your team.
Justin Sproul. I remember one time last year, he come around the locker room talking about slippery slope with a lead pencil.
That will be making a mean person. Someone on your team that could star in a national music video. This guy always singing in the locker room, beating on lockers, is very hype.
I had to say Terrence Horton. He always recording himself dancing, recording himself singing in somebody's face, dancing in somebody's face, and sometimes it gets annoying, but it's real entertaining.
All right, entertaining. All right. 10 years from now, what would you be doing and where would you be living? Where would you like to live 10 years from now?
10 years from now, hopefully I just want to be around sports in general, coaching from any ages. And where I like to live will be where most of my family is from, and that's Burlington, Alamance County.
Right, back in Alamance County. And how would you like end up coaching at Western Alamance or Eastern Alamance, and you have to come back to Eastern to play, to your team to play, back at your old high school?
I mean, a job is a job.
Right.
You gotta provide. But,
Smart.
But I know coming back to the home field, or even they coming to us, I know it's gonna be a good game. It's trash talking, but in the end, we're still gonna be friends.
Can you imagine you coaching at a team in Alamance County, Dominique or Kendall Graves coaching at Eastern? Oh man, that would be awesome, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You hit it big, strike it rich, from playing pro football. What would you do for your mom?
For my mom, I give it a world. It don't matter what she asks for. I'll try my hardest to get it. She's my best supporter. She gives me stuff that I don't even ask for. It's just heartwarming to see her smile.
That's a very good answer. Very good answer. It is Friday night. You made or part of a perfect play. What is that perfect play for you?
Well, to me, I've had a lot of perfect plays in my high school career, but I have to say, like giving a block or giving an all-out hustle to make somebody else feel special.
And tell us why your team is going to win on Friday night.
Why? Because we got the biggest heart in Guilford County. We don't stop, even though when they say we can't beat a city school, y'all not all that, y'all won by luck. We don't listen to that. We just work hard. We stay within our locker room. Whoever's in our locker room, that's who been with it throughout the whole grind.
That's important, Nick, to stay focused. Nick, last question. What is one of your game superstitions, or your ritual, something that Nick Cheeley do before every Friday night game?
Before every Friday night, I have to sit in my lucky seat on the bus, have to sit on my seat in the barn, and I have to listen to one special song.
What would that special song be? Maybe we can get Dominique and Kendall to sing it.
Them?
What is song you listening to? That is it a secret, or you can let it out?
I can't let everybody have it.
Okay,
I keep it myself.
Your secret song. Your secret song, like Don Moore's secret sauce. All right. So yeah, that secret song. And Nick Cheeley, thank you so much for joining us on Friday Night Football on Thursday Night Football Focus at Kickback Jacks. Thank you so much. You, Kendall, and Dominique, you guys have done an awesome job and appreciating. Tell Coach Rob thanks for sending you. You're listening to GreensboroSports.com Football in Focus.